What's going on? It's your girl TampaMystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted podcast. I have a special guest checking in with me tonight. Y'all got to stay tuned. Is that Cash Capone?
Oh man, is that TampaMystic?
Hey, what's going on, bro? Listen,
What's
shout out
happening?
to you for being here tonight with me, bringing them positive energies, positive vibes. If we was face to face, we'd be dapping it up right now.
You
You know what
know,
I'm saying? Boom. So,
got
hey, I appreciate you being here. You're such a dope artist,
appreciate it.
professional, good
Thank you.
music. Introduce yourself.
I'm Cash Capone. I'm from Texas, H Town to be exact. Um, and yeah, I just been doing it for a while, and resurgence is now. So, I had to tap in with TampaMystic.
Man, and listen, I'll tell you, I'm grateful for that because my passion is working with independent artists. Like I've got to work with a lot of, big celebrity artists, but I like working with people on the rise because I want to be a part of their journey, right?
For sure, for sure.
So I appreciate you, from jump when we first started working together till now. It's been a whole vibe. Great
Yeah.
music. It's on vertical, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot to talk about tonight. Once again, we are live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. We're coming live on multiple streams. I can see
Man,
people checking in already. If you guys could drop a comment, let us know you're here. You know what I'm saying? Support the movement. But let's just talk and let people understand your journey because it's a process to get to where you're at. It's a process to get to where I'm at. People got to understand and respect the journey, right?
for sure, for sure. I
So
mean,
let's go back though before music, right? I always got
yeah.
to do this first. Before you started getting involved in music, what did you aspire to do?
I always aspired to do music. Like,
Okay, so you didn't want to be
yeah,
a doctor or nothing?
nah, I never wanted to be a doctor. Didn't want to cut nobody open. I always wanted to do music. Like I wanted to write. I wanted to do just everything, every aspect of music. I wanted to be a part of.
Yeah, that's dope.
Hmm.
My last interview with the young lady, shout out to Nicole, we were talking about that too. I think people who wind up in the music business, whether they do radio like I do and podcasting or a music artist like yourself, it's already in you at a young age.
For sure.
And
Yeah.
it
No matter
starts
what you do, yeah, you
right,
can't run away
absolutely.
from it. It's in.
No, absolutely. Was there anybody in your family that was into music?
Now professionally, my grandmother, she was a choir director. So, you know,
Do you
the
sing?
church aspect. Now I can't sing. I
I was
can't
about
sing.
to tell you, just go ahead and sing a couple.
you know, hit a couple notes. Now,
You're
I
like,
mean, in the
not
shower,
today. Right. We
nah,
all do that. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
So take us back, when you first started getting involved in music, who were you a fan of? Who were some of those artists? Let's pay homage real quick.
For sure. So when I first started getting started, I mean, like I said, I'm from Houston, so the whole Swisher House area, like Slim Thugs, Paul Walls, Command, even Mike Jones, DSR area in Dallas. But I lived out in Florida too, so I used to jam Trick Daddy and stuff. Like I graduated from school in Florida. I was a military brat, so I moved everywhere.
Okay.
So like yeah, the whole slip and slide movement, like that really inspired me. You know what I mean?
Nah, for
Uncle
real.
Luke, yeah. So it's cause like I like the aspect of girl music. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was the vibe.
I mean, absolutely. And I mean, I grew up in Florida. I'm from Tampa. I'm out here in the A now, but yeah, I grew up
Yeah,
on all that. And it's like, that's what I love too. And big, much respect to Houston. And I'll get into that for a second. I got lot of love for Houston. But Florida definitely was that booty music that was
for
catered to the
sure.
ladies, like you said, Two Live Crew and Trick Daddy and taking it even deeper. We're going 95 South and the 69 boys. And shout out to my bro
Yeah,
Blood Raw, man. Like true Florida music, right?
yeah.
Jam Pony mixtapes, all that.
Exactly. They just don't know. Like it was a whole vibe.
Absolutely. And when I first stepped into this music business about 12 years ago, one of my first things that I landed was a spot on radio. And big shout out to DJ Clue and Desert Storm Radio. They're the ones that really give me my break into the music radio world. I had met some people from Houston who brought me out there, and I had the opportunity to meet some of the people from Swisher House, and it was such a dope vibe. I was like,
For sure.
for me to be so new in the business and meeting these people and them welcome me there, I was just like, man, I'm gonna forever love Houston.
Nah, yeah, it's like a whole like I be telling people like people who never been to Florida. Florida is a whole vibe. Like the sun hits you different. Like Houston is a whole vibe. It's places that are just vibes and have that essence that just is special. You know.
Man, I couldn't agree more. And Houston is very big on independent music and independent hip hop. Like there's a whole
For
scene out
sure.
there, just like there is out
Yeah.
here in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's all you know. Like in Texas, you can really thrive off of just staying in Texas and moving your music around. So
Absolutely. So, do you currently still reside in the Houston area?
I live out in Dallas right now.
Okay. How is it out
Mhm.
there musically?
It's good. It's still it's like a resurgence in music out here. They had well, you know, like in '08, they had like a boogie movement, and the boogie movement is kind of coming back. It's kind of like bouncy kind of
Yeah.
records, but it's coming back.
That's
Yeah.
dope, man. Over the years that you've been doing music, because you started at a fairly young age,
Mhm.
what would you say along your music journey has been like that highlight moment for you so far? You may have had a few of them, but give us one.
Um, I think my highlight moment, like really champion that I could do it, was like when I lived at and I stayed at in Boca Raton, and it was a DJ named DJ Hollywood. You know, they do like the freestyles. It's like when Pitbull and everything was coming up, and they do the
Right.
freestyles. And like I won one, and it was like it's like the stamp, you know, it was the stamp, and you know when you be on the radio, you do your thing, and then when you win, you stay on, and then they give you a little pep talk, and you know, hey, you come back on, we can come back, da. And I was like, man, I'm really doing this, you know, like so yeah, that was my thing. And then after that, everything else kind of like fell into place. Like I don't really get starstruck or anything like that, and
Right.
I just overly confident in the situation, you know.
Yeah, when you utilize those platforms but stay humble about it, more doors are going to
Hmm.
open for you. Like if you land in a situation where, you get to work with, a celebrity or something and you're out there bragging about it and looking like a clout chaser and stuff, it's going to get
Yeah,
shut down quickly. But when you are
quickly.
humble about it, you got to pop your collar sometimes and be like, guess what
You
I
know,
did? But stay humble about it. Bigger opportunities are going to come for you because that's the way the universe works.
exactly. You said that.
So right now, there's a lot of people tapped in, tuning in. Talk to the people. Tell them what you currently are working on.
Right now I'm dropping a couple of singles. Majority of the singles I kind of run through TampaMystic first. You know what I mean, and
All right.
service them out to the people. So you know we make it happen. One single is with Kurt Cobain. The new single is Go Best Friend. It's getting legs and traction. So you know we just pushing singles, kind of getting the name back out there. Texas.
Absolutely. So let's take it back. The song that you have with Kurt Cobain's. How did that situation come about? It's called "I Like Her," and
Mhm.
it's a whole vibe. Like I really like that record, and like you said, you like stuff that's kind of catered to the women. How did that song come about, and what made you decide to put Kurt Cobain's on it?
So I made the record. Well, take it back. I went to Prairie View. Prairie View is like the HBC U Motown. Dero went there. Kurt Cobain went there. DJ Chose went there. Beat King he frequented up there. So it was like the Motown of
Yeah.
HBCUs. So me and Kirk went to school and stuff. So I created the record, and then I was just like, man, I reached out to him. I was like, man, I could really hear you on this record. And I mean, you know, we're like bros, so that's how it happened. You know, he got the girl, I got the girl, so we make it happen.
Man, that's really dope too. And I mean, you know what is so cool is like even when I posted it on my story and tagged him, he reposted it, and I was like,
Mm,
I respect little things like that. And you know what I'm saying? It might not be much, but a lot of these artists who got a big name, they ain't even gonna take the
yeah,
time to look at it, let alone repost it. And it's like if you're
true.
gonna put someone on your record, whether they're compensated or not, So what's
Yeah,
it gonna hurt for them to help promote it or post it? You know what I'm saying?
exactly. You actually win in exchange also, like
Exactly. So shout out to Kirko Bangs. It's a great record. It's available on the DSPs. Of course, for my DJs, it's on vertico.com, which they're based in Texas, so definitely
for
check
sure.
that out. Are you planning on putting an EP or an album out anytime soon?
I've been thinking about it. I think I just wanted to go to the single routes and kind of move singles and see how that goes. And then I'm gonna tell you my spiel. I'm gonna do the singles and then I'm gonna repackage it as an EP.
Okay. No, that's dope.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Putting it out as a whole body of work and, EPs are, I'm a fan of EPs. Or if you put an album out, try to keep it in that 10 song
Hmm.
range or 9 song range because people have a short attention span, especially this ain't no shade to the younger generation because I'm an OG, y'all. I know I look young, but I'm an OG. The younger generation wants everything as fast as possible, and it's not their fault. It's just the way society is. They're making everything faster and faster and faster. So, with that being said, their attention span is short. So, if you put out a
Exactly.
album that got 15, 20 songs on it, they are not going to listen to that whole thing. You're wasting music.
Exactly. I'm not gonna listen to it.
Right, me neither. Like Slick, I'm
So.
a big fan of Migos and Drake, and
Hmm.
but shoot, when you putting them long albums out, I'm like, dang, that's gonna take me about 6 months to get through that.
For real, cause you gonna get stuck. You gonna find your one or two tracks and be like, I'm running back.
Period. And like depending on which DSP you use, I use Apple Music. I only
Hmm.
download the ones that I like off the album. I don't typically
Boom.
even download the entire album.
Me neither. I do the same thing. Same thing.
So, what are some of the things that you've been doing, to campaign your music? I mean, obviously, you and I have been working together, and I'm grateful for
Mhm.
that. I'm glad that we're building a great business relationship. Outside of that, what else are you doing to really catch the attention of the people?
For the new record, we're gonna have a TikTok campaign that's about to roll out maybe like next week. It's just growing legs organically. Like we got females that are kind of making sounds and dancing to it. So I'm just letting it do what it do on this one. Um,
Yeah.
and then yeah, like servicing it through you, Vertical. And then I got DJs reaching out. Shout out DJ Heliella. He's kind of blasting it out, making it happen. So yeah.
That's dope, man. That's what it's all about is just networking, meeting people. That
Hmm.
is not dead, y'all. Like getting out
No,
here and
exactly.
just, like really promoting yourself. You have to market yourself. You have to promote yourself because you can make the best record in the world. But if you're not marketing and promoting it and no one's hearing it, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter at all.
Period. Like you
That-
just out here killing yourself.
Exactly, and that's what people don't understand. And like you said, it's the simple things. Like you could email somebody, you could tweet them, you could send them DMs, but it don't matter until you face to face, and people kind of like that interaction. Still, it's still organic.
It is absolutely. And if you meet some people, like say you go to an event and you meet people and you exchange contact information, that's only the first part of it. You have to follow up and
Mhm.
follow through. Don't just get their contact and never use it. Don't
No,
bug them
exactly.
either. You know what I'm saying? Don't be hitting
Hmm.
them up every day, 10 times a day, and at 2, 3 in the morning. Respect their private life. You know what I'm saying?
It
But you
exactly.
you got to follow up with these people.
Yeah, and you have to do your research, find what's engaging to them. Like people sometimes people really don't want to talk about work. So like you said, you hit them up after the club, and it's like or hitting them up when they setting up or hit them up this. They don't want to. They don't want to. You know.
No, that's big
It's just
facts, man. You gotta move strategically out here. You don't want to pull up to a club at midnight and start trying to have a conversation with a DJ. You gonna get
it's like in
security to
his
throw
head.
you out. I promise you.
Yeah, I promise you. Yeah.
Big facts,
But
man. So let's talk about the new record that you're working, which I, it's called Go Best Friend.
mhm,
And it's a whole vibe, bro. Like again, I'm from
yeah,
Florida and I really am into that upbeat music, club music, booty music, whatever you want to call it.
for
This
sure.
song just captures all that. How did you come up with the concept for it?
Uh, so we was rolling out the I Like Her record, and I was just in the studio vibing, and then I had the beat, and it just came in my head, and I was like, man, and like I said, we do parties and stuff. I MC, and so it was like a cheat code. When I heard the beat, I was like, boom. And I was like, go best friend just kept on going in my head. I was like, all right, I got it. And then I caught the melody of the verses, and yeah, like this is kind of like the fastest record I pressed out because usually I sit on kind of. I'm a record hoarder. Like I got a whole bunch of records. I just hoard them, listen to them. I send them out to
Put
people.
them
They're
all
like,
in the
man, put
boat.
that out. Like, nah, exactly, nah. But I had to put this one out
That's dope, man. In the feedback, I'm sure you've been getting a lot of great feedback on it because it's just a fun record, right?
for sure, for sure.
So in your area where you're at now, you're in Dallas right now. You're getting support from the DJs and stuff out there.
Yeah, I'm getting great feedback. Shout out once again to Vertical. I'm getting 5 out of 5s, hots. Went down to South by Southwest with DJ Heliella. We get great feedback from DJs out there. So, like I said, I'm from the old school too, so I like the organic aspect. I don't like the Wizard of Oz aspect of somebody else getting you the record and then you don't know who I am and boom, boom, boom. I want you to know who I am. So yeah.
Absolutely. And one of the other artists that I work with real heavy out of Birmingham, he was here with me today. And he's also one of the artists that every time he releases a new record, he sends it over to me to service through Vertigo. And he said
Mhm.
that he's noticed since he started servicing all his records through Vertigo, because they got around 7,000 DJs all over the world that go there to download new music. I go there to download my new music for my
Yeah.
mix shows and stuff. He said that he's noticed that his Shazam numbers have went way up, and that means
Yeah.
those DJs are actually playing your record somewhere, whether it be radio or in a club or a venue or something, because it has to be playing somewhere in order for someone to Shazam it, right? So I'm just
Exactly.
like, that's dope. It's really effective.
For sure. And like you said, and that's the blessing nowadays with all the technology. You have to take advantage of it. Like with this record, I'm trying to kind of space out the pipeline because it's catching legs so fast that I kind of want to understand where the analytics are coming from. So, like we're doing vertical now. Then I'm gonna mess with the Hustle Squad DJs and MP3 Wax, Nerve DJs, and BPM Supreme. But I'm trying to, kind of see, okay, where is it at?
Absolutely, because those analytics are going to tell you everything, like checking
Hmm.
your Spotify analytics to see where your streams are coming in so you
Yep,
know what markets to tap into. If you got
exactly.
a lot of streams coming from, Memphis or Dallas or Tampa or
Hmm.
Atlanta, those are the markets that you're going to want to tap into first because that's where your fan base is at.
For sure. And nowadays everybody's just clout chasing. So everybody, when a record get big, everybody wants to say they broke the record. That's why I
Oh,
love the
Lord
analytic
have
part.
mercy.
So yeah,
Bro,
I
like
love,
these, that,
I
bro,
love.
some of
But
these
okay,
DJs get me with that. I'm like, I ain't never heard you play that record, but you over here bragging about
exactly.
you broke it. Stop.
Yeah, but everybody not a DJ though. Everybody got equipment, but everybody not a DJ. You
Nah,
know.
for real. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on FM radio here in Atlanta, but I consider myself a radio personality. I don't tell people
Hmm.
that I'm a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
I
But we
could
know
do it
Tampa
if
Mystic
I
be
needed
breaking
to.
records.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really breaking records though. In fact, I got your record in rotation out here this weekend, 99.1
Hey
FM.
man,
Y'all better tap in. You know what I'm
let's
saying?
go.
I like to test because I do a whole segment every Saturday and Sunday night at 9 o'clock Eastern time called Indie Shine at 9. And I
Mhm.
put shine on indie artists and their new music because a lot of people aren't doing that. They don't want to take a risk at playing new music. I'm a risk
Exactly.
taker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what
What they
it's
say,
all
no,
about.
no risk, no reward. Everybody want to be in the box and play the same thing. And then,
Yeah.
like you said, champion. When they get big, they're like, no, I had to, I will. Nah,
Liars.
liars,
It's all
liars.
cap. It's all cap. We promise you. So before we get into the record, man, anything else, we're gonna do social media and all that, but is there anything else that you got coming up that you want to tell everybody about?
Just more music coming out. We writing a little short film that we're gonna be doing.
Oh, that's dope.
And yeah, for sure. Like I think like that aspect's gonna be cool. So we're gonna kind of score the film with the records that. So yeah,
Okay, so I'm about to throw a little shameless plug out there, right?
talk about it.
You guys are doing a film. If you need any kind of voiceover work or narration done for it, please let me know. That's
Got
something
you.
I just actually landed my first voiceover role for a movie. I got to do the 2-minute intro for the movie and it was so amazing. So that's something that I really enjoy doing. So I want to do more of that. I ain't even asking for no money. Just give me that opportunity.
Let's go. Hey, say less. We
You
gonna make
know,
it
like
happen.
I have a professional setting that I can record it in, so the quality gonna be good. You dig?
For sure, for sure.
Hey,
Hey,
sometimes
I'm
you
with
gotta
it.
shoot your shot, right?
You got to. Hey, if you don't, closed mouth don't get fed, right?
Facts. You dig? Big facts, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Before we get into the outro of this, how did the name Cash Capone come about?
So in middle school, I used to be the person selling like Scantrons, Pogs, candy, and all that jazz. So I would only take cash, and so they started calling me Cash. And then Capone came from like when like the Murder Inc. era came, and everybody had to have like a gangster last name, so I
Yeah,
just put Capone. Yeah,
there
I
you
used to be
go.
like Young Cash, and but yeah, with the
I
Cash
like
Capone.
Cash Capone. It
Me
has
too,
a good sound to it. You know what I'm saying?
for
So
sure, for sure.
tell everybody where they can follow you at and keep up with you on social media, YouTube, or any platforms that you're using.
You just follow me on Cash Capone across the board. No underscores, no hyphens, no nothing like that. It's me.
So that's easy enough. That's what I'm talking
For sure.
about.
Yeah.
Second thing we got to do before we check out the record, tell everybody, show them some love. Who you want to shout out to?
Shout out to Roe. Uh, Shout out to Young Nation. Shout out to Bone. My boy DJ Mike Knight. My boy It's Just Paint. DJ Hella Yellow. And we can't get it twisted because we always rocking with Tampa Mystic. You know what I mean? That's number one. But shout out everybody. You fuck with me, I fuck with you too.
Man, I appreciate that, bro. And definitely shout out to you as well. Like I said, since we started working together, it's been a pleasure. I ain't gonna lie, some of these artists be a headache. Bro, like they be stressing me out, want me to pull my little hair out, and I'm just like, for what? Like I can't deal with it. But you've been an absolute pleasure to work with. You're very professional. You bring me
Wow.
nothing but good music. So, I appreciate artists like yourself. The last thing we got to do before we get up out of here and check out this record, and shout out to everybody once again that's tuned in. We got Cash Capone checking in on the industry's most wanted podcast. So the most important question of the whole night, right?
Let's
What
go.
makes you the industry's most wanted?
I'm the industry's most wanted because I just been marinated and now it's time. It's not microwave, it's Cash Capone. I'm right here.
I like that. That's a dope answer. It was very organic. So
For
listen,
sure.
we about to get into this called Go Best Friend. It's a whole vibe, but I need you to introduce it.
Hey, one time it's your boy Cash Capone on Industry's Most Wanted with Tampa Mystic. It's my new record, Go Best Friend. Check it out.
Let's go.
Cash Capone. Like hot boy shit.
And that beat hard too.
You got me
For
so
sure.
MK. She say she on a bullshit. Scotty Pippen. Fuck her man, cause he always be tripping. How that booty move, you think she was stripping. Push cloud, but you show is looking. Go best friend, go best friend, let's 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 go best friend. What's your zodiac sign? Cause goddamn you be fine. I just need a little time. How you whining from behind? It's your girl, you super bad, just like a ticket, yeah. Booty bouncing, shaking to the baseline, keep it moving, yeah. Order a couple bottles, it's your birthday, let's make a movie, yeah. Dancing on your hunger, smacking asses like a lesbian. Go best friend, go best friend, go best friend,
Go best friend.
go best friend, go best friend, go best friend, go best friend. Hands up on your knees and then you move it to the ground. Casamigo with my amigo from the other side of town. Go best friend, damn you kiss your best friend. Order another bottle, fuck your hating ass best friend. Blow some bands with it, bounce that ass, do your dance with it. Throw that ass, shake your ass with it. Stick your tongue out, Let's make a movie, yeah. Dancing on your homegirl, smacking asses like a lesbian. Go best friend, 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 go best friend. It's your birthday. 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 Hey, let's get it.
It's a whole vibe, y'all.
Appreciate the sample.
Make sure y'all go get that record right there. If you're a DJ, head over to vertical.com and download it from there. Make sure you add it to your mix show, whatever it is that you got going on. Play it in the club. I promise you the ladies are going to love it, right?
For sure.
Well, listen, bro, I appreciate you taking some time tonight. I know it's a Friday night. You probably got a million things you could be doing, but I appreciate you taking some time, to be here right here with us on Industry's Most Wanted, man. Anything else before we get up out of here?
No. I just appreciate you and one time congratulations on your 10 years. So
thank you. I appreciate that, man. And if you guys are in the Atlanta area this weekend, tune in 99.1 FM, turn your radios all the way up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you check out that record. It's gonna be in rotation. You dig?
For sure.
Man, we up out of here though. Appreciate y'all tapping in tonight. Shout out to everybody that checked in. You dig?